Starting with the Junior Arch, our smallest and handiest little tool, this is indispensable in any situation. Handles a 16-inch diameter log and up to 1,000 pounds of weight, 53 pounds. Chuck it over the log, at or near the balance point, pick up the log and go. Drop the log, pull the tongs back. When you smack them, they come off the log without ever bending down. It has only one option, the extension handle. This extension handle can be used for walking in front of longer logs or walking longer distances. Generally in a forest environment, you won't use it so much because you're picking and pulling and moving logs in brushy and rocky terrain. But once you're out on the trail, this adds a little bit of length so you can walk in front of a 16-foot log or walk with your hands behind your back in a real comfortable fashion with almost no effort at all. The Junior Arch, the Fetching Arch, and the Mark 7 all share the same toggling action. With the Junior Arch, anytime anything pulls on the handle, whether it's by hand or a vehicle, anything that pulls on the handle will pick up the log. This can be done from a remote situation where you have a line, a winch line, it's attached here. As you pull on it, the log will pick up and move toward you. Stop pulling, the log will set down. This is what we call the fetching action. It'll fetch logs out of remote areas or backyards or anywhere where you don't want wheel traction or can't get wheel traction up steep slopes. Fetching is a very important part. You're not always just rolling the log, but as you pull on it once, the log moves. Pull on it again, you can pull it uphill, pull it around areas where otherwise you wouldn't be able to roll. It has fantastic features of toggling over. Once you drop that handle, it's going nowhere. You can cut your firewood. The Junior Arch, super tool for felling hang-ups, bunching up logs in the forest, moving them in an urban environment. I cut this pine. It's in between the oak and the pine here. It's a small suppressed tree. It's not growing that vigorously. I'm doing a thinning here. I go to cut this tree down and it won't go anywhere. It'll just stand there. And at the same time, I pinched my saw. Now I did this on purpose. I may be lying to you, but probably not. I did this on purpose and pinched my saw in there. The tree is entirely cut off. It sat down and squished my saw in there. I can't move my saw out of there. So I'm going to pick it up off that stump, first get my saw out, and then you might think of the advantage of being able to pick this up and move the whole tree out and drop it on the trail that you're standing on. Rather than having it fall in some unsupported way, I'm going to, in control, bring that out to you. Let's watch here. There it is off my saw. I'll put that somewhere safe. I set the tongs perpendicular to the trunk, so as I pick up, the tongs bind in place, and I can pick that tree up right off the ground. So right off the ground, I can pull it out. Now if it starts to push me, I just drop it to the ground and stop. I pull it right out, keep pulling it out, so I drop it to the ground.